as well. It's a good question. So what you'll notice with the back end of the ears as well as the inside of the ears, they're a similar stable color, especially when cats are hunting or being followed through hunting together or being followed by youngsters through the thick bush. They need more of a stable pattern as opposed to a rosetted pattern. But look, this is just conjecture. Your thoughts on why that is could be anything. It's like, why does a water buck have a circle on its bum? Nature decided to put a circle on the bum. For me, it is part of the camouflage, and it does have a little bit to do with the other things that we talked about. It's an interesting question. I'd be interested to know what you think. Are you talking to me?
No.
Oh, sorry. I was like, yes. Sorry, Lou. I thought one of the other vehicles was chatting with me with me quickly. I just misunderstood. Can you just say that question again? So James, Liz, and Ali, yeah, I'm going to agree with you on that one. It's really hard for me to show you size comparisons with the TV, but for me, this looks like a small youngster. And Shadow's juvenile is about 10 months old, if I'm correct. You can triple check me on that one, and so that's why I would say that. That's what I was thinking, just from her size, but to be fair, I haven't seen her personally. We've got another game drive vehicle that's next to us who's also asking me a couple questions. I thought he was chatting with me earlier. It's one of those things when we're here, he found the sighting for us, he found her for us, and that combined with the fact that we love to keep our good relations with everybody, and everybody's guests, our guests, their guests, they're all important. It also has to do with habituating the animal. So when we talk like we were just talking now, it allows for the animal to also get a good idea of different timbres of voices and sounds of voices. Sorry, I'm just instructing another vehicle to come around the other side of the dam the way that we did. Yes, this is a gorgeous little leopard. I am really excited. It is a leopard. I'm not just excited for showing it to you all, but remember, because some of these leopards are new for me, leopards are extremely interesting. I know Tristan really loves a leopard. I think most guides love a leopard. And so this is just super special. I just want to move forward a little bit more. I want to make sure that everybody has space. Remember, we, in open areas here where we are, we allow 3 vehicles, and I just want to make sure that all of the guests have as much of a view as we all have. We're very lucky. Again, like I talked about earlier, our vehicle is really short. We can fit into a small area, and then also it's just myself and Jean-Dre on the vehicle, so we can compress our area. It's just the camera that needs to be able to see for you all, so we make sure that we give lots of space for everybody. Yeah, I'm definitely going to go with Shadow's cub. I don't know if you all noticed as well how pink her nose was when she turned around. I have seen female leopards this size, but again, that is in areas where they tend to be smaller in size. This is not a full-grown leopard by any means, but something that's very interesting that I want to point out here is that I have been previously told that Shadow's youngster is quite a nervous youngster when she's on her own, and this youngster has had 1 vehicle find her, 2 other vehicles approach the sighting, allowed us to move within the sighting, a 4th vehicle, the 1st vehicle left, the 4th vehicle has now come in, and she hasn't moved much. She's listening, she's watching, but she's not perturbed in any way. It's a very interesting scenario. So obviously the older she gets, the happier she is within her environment. And also if her mom, whose shadow I have not seen yet, if her mom is relaxed with us, she will also be relaxed with us. It's very, very few and far between that you get juvenile leopards of this age with relaxed parents who are not relaxed. James Richard, thank you so much. So yeah, about 11 months now, James. Are we in November now? Thank you for the confirmation on that. It's always nice to know when your gut instinct gives you the correct instinct. It's also nice to, first off, see her again, but it's also nice to see that she is proving to be quite a relaxed cat, at least for now, at least for our sighting. Thus far, I have not heard too many other people interested in the sighting other than the ones that are here. I am going to stick with her as long as we possibly can. She's just too beautiful not to be with. James Richard, I actually have a question for you since I'm new to Safari Live. When you all do your IDs with, I'm assuming it's with screenshots, which portion of the leopards are you looking at? Are you doing the spot pattern above the whisker line? Are you also doing unique marks above the eye? How are you all working within your forums to determine your IDs? One of the reasons why I asked this question is guides have different ways of doing it, and I've done leopard research before and also had researchers do it a little bit different. So I'd be keen to know what features you all use to define for your ID kits. Francis from Israel, you're wondering if this cub has left her mother yet. Francis from Israel, usually what happens with a female cub usually leaves its mom between 14 and 18 months, depending. It's usually closer to 18 months. And then the male cubs usually leave their mom around 2 years. I've seen sets of cubs, male, female, leave at 2. I've seen them both leave together a little bit earlier. Usually the mom hangs on to her male cubs just a little bit longer, because he's the one that's going to go farther and push her genetics a little bit farther. So this female being 10, let's say 11 months now, has not left mom, but mom is not always going to be with her. She doesn't need mom as much as she needed mom when she was 1 month, 2 months, 3 months. She is tiny, but it would not surprise me if she's able to kill scrub hare, small impala, and things by herself. I worked with a leopard when I was doing research who was 13 months old, 12 months old, whose mother died. We actually thought he was going to pass away, and he managed to figure out how to kill warthog early on, and he was little, and I'm talking big warthog, and he managed to survive. It was really incredible. It doesn't always happen that way, but he beat the odds. I think the instinct to survive is quite strong. And also, as we know, especially for viewers that have been watching a really long time, personalities with leopards in particular are very apparent. I mean, you can see her little personality now already. She's basically ignoring us. She's listening to the wind. She's probably thinking, Noelle, be quiet for a bit. There she is. There she's like, yeah, Noelle, stop talking. Hello, Rose. You're wondering if she's old enough to hunt her own food now. It depends on what her personal skills are. In general, Ella Rose, the answer is going to be no, but it's not a hard no. She will be able to catch baby mice. She'll try with insects. Sorry, guys. She's going to go down to the dam. But look, Ella Rose, if she's capable individually,